Hi, if your loved one with Alzheimer's is getting more confused at home, it might not be just the progression of the disease. It's probably the way your home is organized. Most families design their home for themselves, for their own comfort and convenience, not for someone whose brain is changing. Welcome to Organise4Care. I'm so glad you're here. We are all about making home care safer, calmer, and so much easier, especially for those of you caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's. I know how overwhelming it can feel. You've probably tried to make your home more Alzheimer's friendly, but maybe it just isn't clicking. Things still feel a bit chaotic and stressful, right? Today you'll understand why most dementia-friendly homes don't work, and what you can do today to transform stress into peace. Let me start with a quick story. A daughter once told me, "My mom keeps insisting she lost all her shirts, but they're right there in the closet." When I visited her mom's home, I understood why. To us, the closet looked organized. But to her mom, who was living with dementia, it just looked like a wall of noise. There was too much color, too many choices, and too many layers of clothes. So, we didn't change the clothes. We changed the organizing system. I created a simpler, more visual setup that made sense to her. And just like that, overnight, the daily "where are my shirts" crisis completely disappeared. That's the real power of creating a dementia-friendly home when it's done the right way. It's not just about organizing, it's about empowering. Want to know the biggest mistake families make when trying to help a loved one with Alzheimer's? It's something you might be doing right now without even realizing it. You're organizing for your logic, not for their brain. We all love a good organizing system, right? So, people create these logical setups with deep storage color-coded containers and a few clean containers where everything is tucked away and hidden. It makes perfect sense to you. You know exactly what's in that blue bin or which drawer holds the important papers. To be honest, this system works better in a garage or shed, but not for a kitchen or elsewhere inside home. That's my opinion. But here's the problem: for someone with Alzheimer's, these systems are a disaster. Out of sight truly means out of mind. All those hidden containers and deep storage solutions? They become invisible. The systems you created to help actually make it harder for them to find what they need. So, how do we fix this? It's simpler than you might think. We need to create visual clarity. Imagine a kitchen with open shelves instead of closed cabinets. We're using clear, transparent bins so they can see what's inside. Even better, put labels with pictures on everything. Always arrange items so they are front-facing, not hidden behind each other. And here's a pro tip: a light, neutral background makes objects pop and much easier to identify. These small changes can make a world of difference. For more tips, be sure to subscribe. Second common mistake we see when setting up a home for someone with dementia: offering too many choices. You might think a perfectly organized drawer or closet is helpful, but for a mind dealing with Alzheimer's, it can be the opposite. Imagine opening a drawer and seeing 20 neatly folded shirts. For us, it's a simple choice. For them, it can be completely overwhelming, leading to confusion and frustration. The same goes for shelves packed with various toiletries or a pantry full of different food options. Even if everything is tidy, the sheer volume of items creates mental clutter. The brain has to work much harder to process all that information just to make a simple decision. So, what is the solution? Caring for a loved one with dementia can be challenging, but simple home changes can make a world of difference. It's all about creating a calm, easy-to-navigate environment. Let's talk about reducing overwhelming choices. First up, the closet. Instead of a wardrobe packed with clothes, which can be confusing, create a daily dressing station. Just lay out 1 or 2 complete outfits on a chair or a hook. This makes getting dressed in the morning so much simpler and less stressful. Next, the kitchen. A drawer full of utensils can be overwhelming. Try this instead. Keep only the essential, daily use items like a fork, spoon, and knife in a small, shallow basket right on the counter or in an easily accessible drawer. This less is more approach helps maintain independence and reduces frustration. I want to share more tips for creating a dementia-friendly home. It's all about one simple principle: visual clarity. For someone living with dementia, if they can't see it, it's like it doesn't exist. Out of sight is truly out of mind. Another great tip is to use light, neutral backgrounds for shelves and walls. This contrast makes objects pop and much easier to identify. These small changes can dramatically reduce frustration and increase independence. It's about making their world easier to navigate. Are you a caregiver for someone with dementia? Do you ever feel like you're constantly reminding or directing them? What if their home could do some of that work for you? Instead of telling your loved one what to do, you let the environment guide their behavior. Think of the home as a silent caregiver. For example, place a comfy chair facing a window to encourage quiet time. A small basket with a hairbrush and lotion on a dresser can cue them for grooming. Want them to drink more water? Keep a clear glass of water on the same table, always visible. At night, a single, well-lit path to the bathroom can help reduce confusion and wandering. These small changes can make a huge difference, promoting independence and reducing stress for both of you. Tired of hearing that decluttering means getting rid of everything you own? Let's bust that myth. True decluttering isn't about making your home feel empty or sterile. It's about making space for what truly matters to you. Think about it this way: we don't remove meaning, we remove confusion. It's about keeping the items you absolutely love, the ones that tell your story, and simply clearing out the noise that surrounds them. That pile of old mail, the clothes you never wear, the gadgets you forgot you had, that's the noise. When you remove the clutter, the things your loved one with Alzheimer's can finally shine. Their favorite painting, that special collection, the comfy chair them love to read in, they become the focus. This is where the magic happens. This is where peace begins. It's your home validating your loved one's needs. Let's make it a story you and your loved one is loving to live in. I know how exhausted you are. Your days are packed, your schedules are full, and you're doing the absolute best you can for your loved one. But here's a truth we don't talk about enough: your home can either drain you, or it can support you. When a home is organized in the right way, especially for someone living with dementia, everything becomes easier. Getting dressed in the morning, bath time, meal times, even taking medication and finding moments to rest. It improves daily communication and strengthens that emotional connection we all crave. A well-organized home removes the unnecessary suffering caused by the environment. And that changes everything. If your home feels overwhelming and chaotic, I want you to hear this loud and clear: it is not your fault. You're not lazy, and you're not failing. You just haven't been taught the simple, dementia-friendly system that actually works. But now you have it. You have the tools. So, I want you to start with just one small area today. It could be the closet, the bathroom counter, or even just one corner of the kitchen. Remember, small changes are better for Alzheimer's elderly to handle and cope. Your loved one deserves a home that supports them, keeps them safe, and brings them peace. And guess what? You deserve that too. You deserve a home that supports you and reduces your stress. You've got this. We've talked about so many practical tips today that you can implement right away. So, if you know someone who's struggling to organize their dementia home, please share this video with them. It might just be the helping hand they need and could truly change their entire family caregiving experience. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more helpful tips.